When researching potential government clients, you're going to do market research like you would in the commercial market when you're looking up clients that you want to do business with. So with government, same thing. You're going to look for agency, department. You're going to want to look at either PEO offices or program offices that look for type of work that you provide. This requires for you to not only just look at top level budget, but you also want to look at what they're actually appropriated and what kind of contracts, or if they have a contract shop that they regularly use. It does take a lot of work for you to dig in, but trust me when I say it's worth it. You don't want to spend your time trying to appeal to a client that doesn't have money and doesn't have a contract shop. It's going to be wasted time instead of you focusing on people that you actually have a lead on, have an industry day, and have opportunities that you can leverage either this fiscal year or next fiscal year, because all of that will be shown within their budget or their industry day or their planning strategic documents that they would have on their website. All right, state and local government contracts are so underutilized. A lot of people don't look down at this level. Most people like to stay at the federal level because federal obviously gets a lot of attention, state and local does not. Look at the states that you're currently doing business in, or look at states that you are interested in doing business with. If you have partners that are registered in those states, you may want to talk to them. There's a lot of nonprofits that may offer opportunities for you, especially if you're a research institute or if you're an innovator trying to tap into the angel investors in that state. Look at the public procurement website that state has. What opportunities are they looking for? If you're in guard services, generally a lot of universities will have those needs posted on the procurement site. If you provide janitorial services or commodity buys, those are really easy to find. If you're looking for funding for your innovation or something that you have as a new capability, a lot of cybersecurity requirements are popping up on state and local. So make sure that you do the research, talk maybe to a small business office for that state, see if there's really good opportunities that you can tap into and what that state has budget for. Especially right now, since we're coming through a government shutdown, a new fiscal year budget, you may just want to get familiar with what new initiatives each state may have. If you're in the shipbuilding industry, there's a lot of information out there of what's available state and local. If there's jobs, consulting, things like that you're able to contribute, usually that's all also posted within public-private partnerships opportunities that you can find. Another good resource is consortium management groups. Even though some of them are on the federal level, there are a lot of consortia on the state level. So don't discount the consortia that might be at the state level for things that you offer, and check those out. And a lot of them do have small business offices as well that are willing to help you. So biggest question I think that everyone is trying to track for this new fiscal year and around this time when you're doing a lot of capture business development is, how do I get notice? First thing is check your SAM.gov registration. Make sure that it's current. Make sure that if you're up for renewal, you get through that renewal. It does take time for that to come through. So go through all of the product service codes, go through the NAICS codes. We talked about that last month. It's really important for you to make sure that that's updated for what you offer. If you're willing to accept credit card payments, make sure you check that box in your SAM profile so the government knows that as well. Other than that, you want to refresh your capability statements. And notice I said statements because you shouldn't just have one. You should have multiple ones for what you're offering, who you're offering it to, and what past performance you really want to highlight for those clients. You want to make sure that you're appealing to the problem sets. Problem sets change year after year. I know it sounds like it seems sometimes like it's continuous, but it does change. And there are some new strategies, some new focus areas that we're looking at for this fiscal year and beyond. So make sure that you get those keywords updated. Make sure that you go through with your marketing team and get that reviewed. The other thing is make sure that you put on your calendar all of the upcoming events that are coming up, especially in Department of Defense. We have a few conferences that are already scheduled for next year. If you're wondering where to find them, a lot of them are posted on LinkedIn. We also keep track of them on our events page on rixata.com. So feel free to go check it out. There might be some ones that you might be missing on your calendar, but that's another great way for you to meet potential clients in order for you to get face-to-face with them and really explain what your capabilities are and hand them one of those updated capability statements that you just created. And since this is November, just remember, make sure that you take time, you put your out of office on for the holidays, for your family time. Make sure that you get recovered from fiscal year start. It's going to be really important for you to feel recharged, because next month is really the end of the calendar year, which means it's time for you to get ready for all the delivery order bids. So get organized, get focused. And if you have any other questions, please make sure to send them to info@rixata.com.